Well, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Who's ready for some Prospect League? I shall, I'll be an abbreviated version of Prospect League, being as how 3 day you've had 3 days in a row of Prospect League, and you're also going to have a lot more too as we go on. We have four games tonight. Everybody will get to see themselves at least twice, including our two new players who we will welcome in a little bit later on in the stream. Our standings heading into tonight definitely had we after day one we had a bit of a gap, but it definitely tightened up during day two. So first last only separated by 2 games. In fact, our let's go ahead and finish this day. We're gonna start right off with a game already. We're already gonna start off with a game already. North versus the South. I know there's some mods here. Did anybody make a prediction yet by chance? Um, while we give them a moment, if you are new, and thank you, literally, man, almost read my mind. Who wins? Who wins? If this is your first time watching one of our Twitch streams, do me a solid. If you have not filled this out yet, please do. Um, if you have a PBE player, make sure you fill out that Twitch form if you've not done so yet. Um, every 10,000 Twitch points, you can turn it into a million PBE dollars. And or well, not or, but if you end up doing marbles, yours truly, who pays it out. If you're on there, then you're good. However, if you've potentially have done marbles before filling out that form, there's a chance you may have been missed. Just gonna put that out there. Um, I haven't paid it out yet. I haven't done it yet. No, don't fill it out again. Don't fill. All I'm saying is if you've done marbles before doing the form, like let's say for example you did marbles and then like a couple weeks later then you filled out the Twitch form, there's a chance you may have been missed in that fashion. Because if I paid it out already, then that could be a potential. And I try hard to kind of catch them all, and I mean there's a lot of manual labor that goes into it, so there's a chance I may miss like one or two. But make sure you fill out the Twitch form if you've not done so yet. Um, man, y'all spite. Okay, y'all came in wanting to gamble, and I'm here for it. Don't worry, you'll have a chance to make me broke. Oh, and by the way, because I'm a nice guy and all. Um, I'm a very nice guy. I decided to make the first game literally be Ask the Booth because I'm a nice guy. Um, oh, so I need to find it. I don't even remember who said it. Um, there was a mod that we had that had it was the most amazing thing ever when it came to gambling. No, 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 it was before you. No, 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 no. This is before you joined the league. This was like about a year ago. Because in fact, when you did it the first time, it's what led me to trying to look for it that time, but I couldn't find it. I don't remember what server we like screenshotted and pinned it. That's the problem. Because it was the first time you did that triggered my memories. Like, oh my gosh, that reminds me. And then I went trying to look for it. I was gonna put it in mod chat, but then I couldn't find it. So womp womp. Whenever I have time, I'll go look for it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this started. Actually, since gotta give you all a chance to do some Ask the Booth. Feel free to pick my brain on what you just have me. So unfortunately, there's no co-host. So you get to pick my brain on stuffs. Just don't make me ramble, or else we're gonna start talking about I don't know food. which sounds really good right now. In fact, dinner is what's going on at, post stream. I'm having chili cheese chimichangas. Yes, try saying that 3 times fast. Hashtag not sponsored. Do we have an Southworth? Are you the backup boost sponsor rep? If so, do we have like a nighttime boost? We went over the whole 12-hour energy um, deal. Is there an antidote to that? Is there a backwards that? A rice bowl. That sounds like a boring acai bowl. You can't see me, but I am quote unquote wearing green. And if not, we have a lot of green on the screen, albeit, the green of the baseball field, the grass. That's enough green. See, that would require cooking and or ordering out using requiring monies that's not available in the budget. Now, if if we can now if we go find Jacob and figure out, like, I'm streaming on a holiday. Don't I get extra holiday pay in not in terms of PBE monies, but like a corned beef cabbage dinner or maybe a Gaelic steak potentially? I'll pass on the booze. I'll pass on the booze. I'll take a Webby's one of the mods tonight, so I know I'm about to get judged for this because I made a comment about this yesterday. Instead of a green Coors Light, I'll take a Shamrock Shake since I can drink that. Even though there's not, I mean, the only Irish thing about it is it's green. Ooh, ooh, I wouldn't mind a green lemonade. I actually wouldn't mind a green lemonade. I'm assuming it's just lemonade, but just they just put green dye in it. Like it's not like a mint lemonade, is it? Because then I might, if it's like a mint lemonade, then I might stand back and be like, mint and lemonade. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, then yes, I could definitely rock the green lemonade. Because I was about to say mint lemonade doesn't sound very appetizing. Do you know how much eggs cost? That's why we couldn't have the omelet bar for the brunch buffet in the booth yesterday. Although Chadwick did bring the mimosa flavored boost. So, we kind of had brunch. See, I can't drink, so you like cocktails like mojitos and things like that, they just go whoop. Listen, I just work here. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Those are powers and beings way above my head. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Oh, speaking of home runs, we have a streak that we're paying attention to. And no, not a winning streak or losing streak. I can't even believe I'm saying this, frankly. We, we've had 2 straight streams with an inside the park home run. Will this be 3? Also, dare I ask what a Green River soda is? Is this like Mile High oysters? I think that's what they're called. Oh, it's a Chicago thing. Now I knew Chicago dyed the river. That I did know. Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I had the state. I had the state. Just wrong phrasing of the state. What's the flavor of the soda? Now I'm very intrigued. I'm see, even though I cannot drink alcohol, I love trying like oh, it's a lime soda. Oh, sign me up. Can I buy this anywhere, or do I have can I only buy this in Chicago? Can I buy this in the middle of nowhere, Kansas? Because I will and if you have like any craft sodas, you let me know. I will buy I tend to go broke buying those. Yeah, well, tell my genetics that. Tell my genetics that. Because all it is pain. Does anybody like make it? Like, I mean, not necessarily, like in mass. Like, is this something like if I go looking around, like I can maybe go buy? Because I've never had a bad lime soda. So you have me, my interest is very peaked right now. I did really. I'm gonna get it online. According to the Google, um, according to the Google, I can get um, it says original Green River soda. So I'm assuming this is like the legit stuff. Apparently, an Ace Hardware store 55 miles north of me. I can go get a bottle of it there. But can I get it online? I have Walmart Plus. Come on. Amazon slash. Can I get it? Can I get? I have Walmart Plus. My interest is very peaked. So is it more limey than mellow yellow? Because that's a good point. Like, do I get more lime than that? Now you got me looking in the Walmart app. Ooh, ooh, and then oof. I went from ooh to oof. Yeah, $54 for ooh. Uh, do they come in smaller packs than 24? $54 is kind of that's half my grocery bill. I'll be at every 2 weeks. That's like a quarter of my monthly grocery bill. I don't know if I could justify that because it looks like it's a 24 pack of glass bottles. Oof, that's like $5 a bottle. Is it bigger bottles? Is it like liter bottles or something? Which even then, like that's like $5 for less than a 2 liter. I don't know if I've ever. I've never had Big Red. Oof. See, listen, the lime soda sounds incredibly intriguing, but I don't know if it's 50. I don't know if it's $54 kind of intriguing. Now, if it was like a 6 pack of glass bottles for like $15, sure, sure, I can for one time for special occasion, sure, I could do that. But I would need to. Oh man, Cause see, listen, I bought a 24 pack of Dr. Thunder for less than $10. Now, granted, that's mass made soda, and we're talking about something more craft and smaller batch. But still, that's a big leap. That's a very big leap. I am a so ooh okay wait. Let me preface this by saying I've only had one bad one, but Mountain Dew. I love me Mountain Dew. I love all the different flavors of Mountain Dew, except for the melon one. The melon one is absolutely god awful gross. We should just get rid of the. I don't even know why they still make it. I don't even know why people like it. Um, but Frostbite Mountain Dew, regular Mountain Dew, Voltage is amazing. Yeah, but see, there's only one. I mean, I love Dr. Pepper too. Don't I mean? I mean, I buy the store brand Dr. Pepper, which is actually, I'm not gonna lie. So, oh man, okay, I'm gonna save it for we have one more Ask the Booth, but I mentioned Dr. Thunder, which is actually the off-brand Dr. Pepper. There's actually a funny reason why I drink Dr. Thunder. To me, it's funny. Um, but Dr. Pepper or Dr. Thunder, just know Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb is gross. But OG Dr. Pepper is amazing. I love Dr. Pepper on its own. I would get like if it's a restaurant that just serves Coke or Coke products, then I'll get Dr. Pepper because I'm a Pepsi guy. But we'll get more into that in a little bit. Boykins with the win. Blonde 345 the loss. Nick the third is your player of the game. West and the East, and 3 runs in the top of the ninth for the West to get the win. Anderson 2 for 5, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Slate Gray 2 for 3 with a walk. And then Moody, one of our new players who we will see here in a little bit, 1 for 3 RBI and a run scored. On the East, Quinn no, Duckley Jr., I beg your pardon, 1 for 4 with an RBI. And then bringing in the great names. Our other new player tonight, who we'll see in a moment as well, Werewolf, 3 for 4 RBI and a run scored. Chris Gamble with the win. Wyatt with the blown save loss. Beware strikes save. Brandon Zahn is your player of the game. And I forgot what day it was. Okay, so we have 2 days of quick sim. One of those days is an off day. So go into these box scores. North getting the win 5-3. Nick the third 2 for 4 with a run scored. Chris Gaines with a walk RBI and a run scored. And then on the South, Napoleon Solo with a solo home run. And then Cena the fourth 1 for 4 with an RBI. For your pitching, Duggar with the win. Duke Smith blown save loss. Skinstar McKinley the save. And thank you, mods. Which starting pitcher has more batters faced? Which starting pitcher has more batters faced? Your player of the game, by the way, Tim Infinity. Maybe. There we go. West versus East, and West getting the win 7-2. Anderson 1 for 4 with a walk and an RBI. Slate Gray 1 for 4 with RBI and a run scored. And then on the East, Duckley Jr. 1 for 4. Excuse me, 1 for 4 with a home run, and then Werewolf 1 for 4. That was in the ninth. I'm just curious if that was because Duckley had one of the inside the park home runs. It would be kind of funny if somebody had 2 inside the park home runs in one day or in one season rather. But nope, that was no, that was Zahn. That's Zahn's home run. Hang on. Nope, it was legit home run. Okay, it was a home run, not an inside the parker. Because again, we've had 2 straight streams with an inside the park home run. Oh man, can we make it 3? We've got the off day, and that takes us to our next stream game. West versus the East. And since it is a pitching question, I'll be a nice guy. Because yes, Webby. Yes, I'm nice. I'm nice. Since it's a pitching question, we'll take that off. Oh, we're not doing Ask the Booth either. All right. You get to hear me talk more. It's just so you can see your pitching. Since it is, who will face more batters? Also gives me a chance to hydrate as well. Um, all right, we're gonna throw those back on. We do have people to introduce. Start left to right on the West. Welcome to the league, Medic FF75 Gator Moody, a power first baseman. Also can do a little bit of the outfield, but all about the power. Starting first baseman for the West. And I mentioned the name before. I think it's great. I'm surprised nobody's used this name yet, frankly. Congrats on the recreate Phillies fan 96. Werewolf. And that is where, as in where, who, when, what, why, how. Why are we even here? What is the meaning of life? Magician shortstop build. Also could do a little bit of center field, a little bit of second base, but primarily shortstop. And is the starting shortstop for the East. Man, y'all really did come up in it. Man, I might save my points. Yes, you are. You're starting twice. Congratulations, you're the only starting pitcher, so you get to see a lot of yourself until somebody else makes a starting pitcher. Oh no, I got one for you. It's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it. There's a song called "What's the Time, Mr. Wolf." You should go listen to it. It's a great song. Might even be an earworm because the chorus is kind of like an earworm like a thing. But it's an older song from like the 90s, maybe late 80s, but I think it was during the 90s. And no, it's not What Does the Fox Say? But let's go ahead get on into our next stream game, West and the East, where we're going to Red Flash Park, where it is a domed park. No wind to speak of, even though it's Petco Park. Maybe no wind in Petco Park, as Anderson will ground out back to the pitcher to start off the game. Mason Jack base hit to left field, so runner aboard, 1 out for CJ Walker. Grounder to the shortstop. Oh, fumble bumble. Fumble bumble. So runner at first, second, 1 out. Zahn grounds into the fielder's choice. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. As Slate Gray will swing and miss, strike 3. So runners left stranded in the corners go to the bottom half. Artema leading off for the Hoopers, and it's a strike 3 called, 1 out. And now Lucas Jameson. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. So runner aboard, 1 out. Aiden Marcus to the plate. Runner going through to second. He is out by a country mile. So now nobody on. Grounder to third. Throw over to first in time. Scoreless through 1. It'll be Jose leading off for the West. And it's going to be a fly ball center field caught for out number 1. McDykel, Gapper, right center field. And it'll be a double. So runner at second, 1 out. And that almost gets away. Runner stays. Thompson Jr. ground to second. Runner goes to third. 2 outs for Moody, who will strike out. By the way, chat, or sorry, not chat, mods, I just realized something. Y'all tried to get away with one. What if it's tied? What if it's tied as McQueen will lead off with a base hit and then steals second? Sato, fly ball, center field. And that is caught right at the wall. Runner tags, goes to third. as Ransom will ground that to second base, but that does bring in the first run of the game. East on the board first. Yeah, but what if I wanted to bet points on Tide? As Quinn Jr. will leave the park. Dinger time, and now it's 2-0 East. I just had to get one in. I had to get one in there. Just like with game time, even though I would have been right. As Duckley Jr. strikes out looking to end the bottom of the second. However, the East get 2 on the board. They lead. We go to the third. Top of the order, Anderson will draw the leadoff walk. Runner going, throw to second, and out. So nobody on, 1 out for Jack, who will ground out to the second baseman, 2 outs. Walker, base hit to left field. That'll allow Zahn up to the plate. Brandon Zahn already with 11. Zahn has 11 home runs already. He'll ground out to third. I didn't even realize that Brandon Zahn had 11 home runs already. It sure doesn't feel that way. We go to the bottom of the third. Werewolf leading off and will be caught looking, strike 3. So nobody on, 1 out, top of the order, Artema. And that's going to be blooped into left field for a base hit. We may have to do an audit on Brandon Zahn after this game, as Jameson flies out to center field, 2 outs. Marcus will bloop that in center field for a base hit. Runner goes to third, throw to third, not in time. McQueen swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the fourth. That would make sense. I believe that's a speed build. As Gray will ground out to lead off the top of the fourth. Jose hard grounder to third, out number 2. McDykel base hit up the middle. That'll bring Thompson Jr. up to the plate. And that gets away from the catcher. Runner goes to scoring position. Check swing, went around, strike 3. Still a 2-0 ball game. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Sato, Ransom, Quinn Jr. As Sato pops it up third base side, caught for out number 1. Ransom, base hit up the middle. So runner aboard for Jody Quinn Jr. Ground ball, there's 1. They're not going to turn 2. Fielder's choice. Press Duckley Jr. will draw the walk. That'll allow Werewolf to come up to the plate. Runners at first, second, 2 outs. And it's going to be a base hit to center field. Runner heading home, safe. RBI single for Werewolf. And it's now 3-0 East. We go to the top of the order in Artema. And that is deep down the left field line. And it is just over the wall and gone. Dinger time for Luke Artema. And it's a 6-0 East lead in the bottom of the fourth. As Jameson will keep the offense going with a base hit up the middle. That will bring Marcus to the plate. Marcus flies that to right field, playable, and caught for the out. East put a 4 spot in the bottom of the fourth. 6-0. We go to the top of the fifth. Moody leading off against Stover, lines it right to the shortstop for the first out. As Anderson will fly that to right, 2 quick outs. Jack will get a base hit that'll allow Walker up to the plate. Zahn on deck. Walker will fly that to left center, and that's caught for out number 3. We're halfway through. East with a 6-run lead. And yes, the starting pitcher for the West has already been taken out. We'll see how many batters they face on the box scores. McQueen grounds out. Sato fly ball center field, 2 outs. Ransom fly ball down the right field line, pretty well hit at the track and caught in front of the wall for the 3rd out. Zahn, Gray, and Jose due up here in the top of the 6th. And Zahn caught looking, strike 3 at the knees. 1 out for Slate Gray. And that's going to be extra bases off the very top of the wall. 1 out double. And now Jose will fly that to center field. caught. Runner will not tag. McDykel, fly ball as well to deep center field on the run, makes the catch on the run. Very loud, third out, runner left stranded for the West. We go to the bottom of the order, due up for the Hoopers. As Quinn Jr., that's a fumble bumble. So runner aboard as Duckley Jr. is going to hit that out of here for a dinger. 2-run dinger time for Press Duckley Jr. makes it 8-0 East in the bottom of the 6th and still no outs. Werewolf will ground that to second base for out number 1. Top of the order for Artema. Oh, another 2 errors for Mason Jack in this inning. And now Jameson will draw the walk. First and second, 1 out for Marcus. Fly ball right field. That is caught. 2 down for Lightning McQueen. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 more runs for the East. They now lead by 8. We go to the top of the 7th. Kazuto Thompson Jr. leading off with the grounder to second base. 1 out for Moody, who will pop that up as well to the second baseman. 2 outs. Anderson swing and a miss, strike 3. And just like that, we are at the stretch. 8-run lead for the East as Sato will lead off with a slow roller third base side, and that's an error. 3 errors now for the East as Ransom will get a base hit center field. First and second, no outs. Jody Quinn Jr., that's going to be a base hit. Everybody had to check up, so the bases will be loaded. No outs for Duckley Jr. Fly ball down the deep left field and just caught at the wall. Almost a grand slam. It'll bring in a run on the sac fly. 1 out. Runners at first and second for Werewolf. Grounder, there's 1. They're not going to turn 2. Fielder's choice. Top of the order, runners to the corners, 2 outs. That gets away. It's going to bring in a run. It is now 10-0 East. Runner at second. And that is going to be ball 4 to Artema. First and second, 2 outs. Jameson, that gets away again. Second and third now. And that's going to be a base hit for Jameson. That's going to score 2 more. Another 4-run inning for the East. It's now 12-0. Swing and a miss by Marcus. And that will end the bottom of the 7th. Go to the top of the 8th. Jack leading off. Grounder to the shortstop. Out number 1. CJ Walker pops that up in the infield. Caught. Out number 2. Zahn lines that to left, but right at the left fielder. 1-2-3 inning. 8 shutout innings for Anthony Stover. We go to the bottom of the 8th as Lightning McQueen fly ball center field. Out number 1. Sato, grounder to the second baseman. Out number 2. Ransom will draw the walk, so that'll allow Jody Quinn Jr. to come up to the plate. And that is deep to right field, and that is caught at the track. No runs will score in the bottom of the 8th. Go to the top of the 8th, and Stover will not be pitching the 9th. It'll be Mike Kinsella who will strike out Slate Gray to start off the 9th. Jose goes around on the check swing, 2 outs. And now McDykel. Fly ball, that's going to fall in for a base hit to left field. Runner aboard with the West still down to their final out. As Thompson Jr. is going to hit that into the gap. Runner is going to hold up at third base. Second and third, 2 outs for Moody, who will swing and miss for strike 3, and this game is over. East will get the win 12-0 over the West. I'm pretty sure who won this one. And yep, East and Stover with 31 batters faced. Ogg, who started for the West, only had 19. So you're welcome. You're welcome, mods. It wasn't a tie. East win the prediction on that one. Anthony Stover, 8 shutout innings, 5 Ks, a walk, 7 hits allowed. Obviously, your player of the game. North and the South, and I was about to say I haven't seen an extra inning game yet. Today we saw a whole bunch. It's going to be the North winning 7-6 and 12. For the North, Nick the third 1 for 6 with a walk and a run. Chris Gaines 2 for 6 with 2 RBIs. Munson 1 for 6 with 2 RBIs as well on the North. On the South, Launch Angle 2 for 6. Hurry Quick 3 for 5 with an RBI, 2 runs scored, and then Cena the fourth with a walk and an RBI. Rusimov will get the win. Relief, Exos the loss. Patrick Lindsay is your player of the game. Double save. We are going. So we have 4 days of quick sim. 3 of them have games, 1 off day. So let's get started. North and the West, and the North will win 4-2. Jose getting his 150th hit or home run. 100. Jose getting 150 career home runs in Prospect League. You'll love to see it. Nick the third 1 for 4. Chris Gaines 1 for 4 with an RBI. And then for the West, Anderson 3 for 4 with a walk and a run scored. Slate Gray 1 for 4. And then for your pitching, Ritter with the win, Rocker with the loss, Skinstar McKinley the save. Aaron Ritter is your player of the game. And then we do have our next prediction up. North versus East, who has more total bases. Does that actually say the total bases on here? Oh, well, I mean, hey, if the mods want to do a lot of math, I won't stop the mods from doing lots of math. You just have to go add them all up, which you'll have to remind me to like stay there for a little bit just so y'all can add them up. But let's continue on here. East and the South, no walk off and wow, a comeback and a walk off all in one. The walk off, Winton a walk off solo dinger, and then just because I'm curious, what tied it? Winton tied it and won it. Tied it in the 9th, won it in the 11th, 6-5. Coming back down 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. For the East, Jody Quinn Jr. 2 for 5 with an RBI, and Werewolf 2 for 4 with an RBI. On the South, Napoleon Solo 2 for 5 with a solo home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And then Rob Cena the fourth also going 1 for 4. Colt Falcon will take the win. Barto O'Colone will take the loss. Winton is your player of the game. Excuse me. I cleared my throat there for a moment. All right, let's go to the next day. 8 shutout innings. Got the win. I believe you struck out 5, walked 1, 7 hits allowed. East and the South, then the South will get the win 7-5. On the East, Jody Quinn Jr. 1 for 4, Duckley Jr. 1 for 4 with a run scored. On the South, Napoleon Solo 1 for 4 with a run scored. Launch Angle 2 for 4 RBIs and a run. Was it a grand slam? No, 3-run home run. Not quite a grand slam. Hurry Quick 1 for 4 with an RBI, and then Cena the fourth 1 for 4 with a run scored. Blonde 3-4-5, your winning pitcher Pedro Peregrino will take the loss. Your player of the game, Launch Angle. North and the West, and the North wins 7-5, and 6 straight wins now for the North. Nick third 3-for-5, 2 runs scored. Chris Gaines 1 for 5 with a run scored as well. And then Munson a walk and a run scored. On the West, Anderson 2 for 5 with a run. Slate Gray 2 for 5 with a run as well. And then for your pitching, Al Duggar gets the Prospect League special. Blown save win. Riley will take the loss. Kanye West the save. Robin Griffin is your player of the game. And then we should have one last day of quick simming, and then we should have an off day, and then our next game, which just so happens to be yeah, I planned it this way. Did I really make it to where I'm doing play by play back to back? I did. Somebody find a professional. One more day of quick sim, then we'll get into that next stream game. North and the West. And it's going to be wow. So North blew a 5-1 lead. Gave up 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 5 in the 8th. Almost pulled off the comeback in the 9th. For the North, everybody getting a hit on the North. Nick the third, 1 for 5 with a run scored. Gaines 1 for 4, walk and a run. Munson 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. On the West, Anderson 1 for 5 with a run scored. Slate Gray 1 for 4 with a RBI and a run as well. And then Moody 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. But 3 RBIs total on the day. Gamble is your winning pitcher. Barry Balls will take the loss. Skinstar McKinley the blown save. CJ Walker is your player of the game. McCovey was a grand slam, but McCovey's a legacy player with asterisks next to him. But yes, technically we did have a grand slam in that one. East and the South. East will get the win 9-4. On the East, Quinn Jr. 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. Duckley Jr. 1 for 3, walk and an RBI. Then Werewolf 2 for 5 with an RBI as well. On the South, Napoleon Solo 2 for 5, Launch Angle 1 for 4, Hurry Quake 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Scene of the fourth, also bringing in an RBI. Corrigan, your winning pitcher. Tim Infinity loss. Sato is your player of the game. Let's go ahead and advance. Should have the off day. Yep. And then our next stream game, North and the East. Your prediction, who will have more total bases? Who will have more total bases, North or the East? Give y'all about 30 seconds to a minute. So they were players that were made previously, but for whatever reason, the person who made the player, may have had to step away from PBE, what have you. So they never actually applied TPE to their player. So they always stayed at 100 TPE. And since Prospect League, we don't have enough players to fill up 4 full rosters, we need people to fill it in. So instead of making bots, why not use the 100 TPE players? And sometimes they have history. So like this year was an interesting one because Press Duckley was one of our more legendary legacy players, a very familiar name that stuck around, and thankfully the person who made Press Duckley originally has come back. So now we have Press Duckley Jr. And now we will have a new legacy player for next year. I don't know who's. We'll see. We'll see what our lovely people on the back end, people like Punk, what they cook up. I do find it hilarious that they included Hingle McCringleberry, just on a personal level. Very, very. I do get a little chuckle on that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this next game. North and the East. We're going back to Red Flash Park, aka Peck. Wait, why is the East at Petco? Deja vu. Nick the third will lead off against Anthony Stover. And it's going to be a hard ground ball to third for out number 1. Burglary Judge will get a base hit up the middle. So we're on board, 1 out. And then J-Dub strikes out. 2 outs now for Chris Gaines. And it's popped up in the infield. Third baseman calling for it. Makes the catch. Hit allowed, but runner left stranded. We go to the bottom of the first. Artema leading off. Grounder to the second baseman, out number 1. Jameson swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs. Aiden Marcus, check swing, went around, strike 3, 1-2-3 inning for the East. We go on to the second. It'll be Robin Griffin leading off, and it's a quick strikeout. Griffin down on strikes already to start off the inning, as Lindsay will draw the walk, runner goes over to first base, 1 out. McCovey, fly ball right field, that is caught for out number 2. And now Carter will fly that out to right field as well. So runner left stranded for the North's 2 innings in a row. We go to the bottom of the second. Lightning McQueen, base hit to right field. That's going to be a leadoff runner for the East. Brings up Sato. Grounder to short. There's 1. They're not going to turn 2. Fielder's choice. Runner going, throw to second, and he is out by a country mile. As Ransom will be on aboard with 2 outs and then strikes out. Makes it 3 outs. Both sides with a hit. Now we go to the third. Michael Munson leading off for the North. And it's going to be a ground out to third. Top of the order, Nick the third. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. And now Burglary Judge. Base hit up the middle. So not a leadoff runner. 2 outs, runner aboard. J-Dub swing and a miss, strike 3. And we go off to the third. Bottom of the third. Quinn Jr. will lead off with a base hit to left. I mean, you called it out, not me. Duckley Jr. grounds out to second base, or fielder's choice, I should say, and that is hit well, and that is gone. Werewolf with the dinger time puts the East on the board first, 2-0. Their second home run already of Prospect League, as now Artema flies that out to center field, out number 1. Jameson will draw the walk. Runners at first and second for Aiden Marcus, and that almost gets away. Fly ball right field, and that is caught for out number 2. McQueen, that's going to be in the gap. And that is going to score 2. 4-0 East. And now Sato, grounder to first. And they'll make the play over to the bag for out number 3, but not before the East score 4 runs on 3 hits. They have the lead as we go to the top of the fourth. Gaines grounds that out to third. 1 out. Griffin, strike 3 called. 2 quick outs now. Patrick Lindsay to the plate. Fly ball left center field. Who's going to get it? Center fielder will make the long trek and make the catch. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ransom will draw the leadoff walk. Jody Quinn Jr. to the plate. Lays down the bunt, but they get the lead runner at second. Fielder's choice on that bunt. Duckley Jr. grounds into a 3-6-3 double play. You don't see that very often. We go to the top of the fifth. McCovey leading off, and we'll fly that out to right. 1 out. Carter, swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Munson will draw the walk, so runner aboard, 2 outs, top of the order. Nick the third is going to get a base hit. So runners in the corners now with 2 outs, and burglary judge will be called. Strike 3. Get out of the jam without giving up a run. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Werewolf will line it into center field for a base hit. Just to throw it out there to you, Irish, because I know you're new, you get a free re-roll once you're drafted to a minor league team. So that'd be a perfect time if you do want to be a starting pitcher instead. That'd be a perfect time to do it. Marcus, fly ball right field, caught for out number 3. You technically have your whole rookie season, though, to do that change. You don't have to do it the moment that you're drafted, but you do have that. You do have a free re-roll if you decide to do that. J-Dub will strike out to start off the top of the 6th, and now that'll bring up Chris Gaines. Fly ball to left field, caught out number 2. Griffin, strike 3. We'll go on to the bottom of the 6th. McQueen, Sato, and Ransom. And that's going to be a leadoff walk to McQueen. Runner going, throw to second, safe. Sato, fly ball to deep left center. That is caught, runner holds. Ransom, swing and a miss, strike 3. Quinn Jr. will fly that out to left field, and the East will leave the runner stranded in scoring position. We go to the 7th. Patrick Lindsay will line that right to the center fielder. Only had to take a step. As McCovey will ground that up the middle for a base hit. So runner aboard, 1 out. Carter, ground ball. There's 1. They're not going to turn 2. Fielder's choice. 2 outs, runner first for Munson, who will draw the walk. 2 walks now for Munson. Top of the order, Nick the third. And that's going to be a base hit to center field, and that will score a run. Weiser came in relief, pitched to Nick the third to give up the base hit. But the run will be charged to Stover. The fly out by Judge will end the top of the 7th, take us to the stretch, 4-1 East. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Duckley Jr. line drive over the wall, a laser. Home run laser. 5-1. The lead goes back to 4. If I had to guess, Tink, it's probably because it turned it into a save situation because it made it a 3-run deficit. Just a guess. That's usually what OTP does, is Werewolf will fly out, and oh, what a catch and right. Wow. That was a J-Dub making the catch and right as Jameson pops out in the infield. 5-1 East. We go to the 8th. No, you don't lose the win. You pitched enough. You pitched more than 5 innings, and you still have the lead. So, no, you don't lose out on the win. Gaines will get a base hit up the middle with 1 out. Griffin will get a base hit. First and second with 1 out. Lindsay, grounder, there's 1. They're going to get the double play. 3-6-1 double play. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Marcus grounds that out to second base, 1 out. McQueen grounds that back to the first baseman, unassisted at first base. Sato, base hit up the middle. Runner at first, 2 outs. And that's strike 3 to Ransom. Last chance for the North. 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. And it'll be McCovey. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now Lucas Carter. Ground ball to third, and that's out number 2. Michael Munson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the East will win 5-1. Here, Webby, I'll make your life easy. I'll do math for you. North has 7. The East definitely have more though. East definitely have more. In fact, East have 14. So there you go. You're welcome, Webby. I saved you. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. So East get the prediction. They had the more total bases. Stover with the win. Chambers the loss. Mikey Weiser will get the save. Anthony Stover is your player of the game. For those who, because I know we do have some people who are not familiar with the game of baseball. Though, if you're a starting pitcher, or if you are the starting pitcher, um, then as long as you pitch at least 5 innings and you have the lead when you come out of the game, and that lead maintains, like there's no lead change in between, you should be in line for the win. The only time that you may lose out on a win is if you don't pitch 5 innings and you leave with a lead. Then you wouldn't qualify for a win. Go ahead and save real quick, and then so 3 hours. Okay, wait. So hang on. I must ask for clarification purposes. Is that 3 hours and 25 minutes, or is that 3 hours and 15 minutes? Because I could totally see somebody misreading that as 3 hours and 25 minutes if you're meaning 3.25 hours. Just want to throw that out there. So just be aware it's 3.25 hours, so 3 hours and 15 minutes. And thank you for putting exactly, because you already know where I'm putting all my points. Just want to make sure we're clear, because, there's always that one person who pops up in chat who has to ask. Just for next time. You don't have to do that now, but just for next time. Or yeah, you might want to do that next time. West get the win 6-4, 5 runs in the bottom of the first. For the South, Napoleon Solo 1 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Launch Angle 2 for 5, RBI 2 runs. And then Hurry Quake 1 for 3 with a walk. On the West, Anderson 1 for 5 with a run scored. Slate Gray 1 for 3, walk and 2 runs. And then Moody 2 for 4. Og will get the win. James the loss. Beware Strikes the hold. And Washburn gets the save. Cody Og is your player of the game. All right, let's see. We are on the first. Okay, so the next day is a quick sim, and then that'll take us to our stream game. So Southwest, another walk-off. Jose with a walk-off single to give the West the win. 5-4. Solo for the South 1 for 5 with a run scored. Launch Angle 1 for 4 with an RBI. Hurry Quake 1 for 4 with a run scored, and Rob Cena the fourth 3 for 4 with an RBI. On the West, Anderson with the walk. Slate Gray, a walk and a run scored, and then for your pitching, O'Reilly will get the win. Rylan Moffat the loss. CJ Walker is your player of the game. North and the East, and not more extra innings, but this time 4 runs in the top of the 10th. Gives the North the 12-8 win. Nick third, 3 for 6, 2 runs scored. Chris Gaines 1 for 4 with it was a Chris Gaines with a grand slam in the top of the 10th to give him the 4 runs and eventually the win. Also had a walk and additional run scored. Munson 1 for 3 with a walk and 3 runs scored. And then on the East, Quinn Jr. 1 for 5 with an RBI, Duckley Jr. 1 for 5 with a run, and Werewolf 2 for 5 with a run scored. Duggar will take the win. Barto O'Colon will take the loss. Your player of the game, Burglary Judge. And that will take us to our final day of the stream and our final stream game of the stream. South versus the West. South versus the West. I threw in all my points to exactly 3 hours and 15 minutes. It is also Ask the Booth. Our last chance for some Ask the Booth. In fact, just because I'm paranoid, did I click save? You can never be so sure. Safety save. But it is Ask the Booth. Give y'all 30 seconds. Final last chance to wager your Twitch points over under 3 hours and 15 minutes, your total game time. Or is it going to be exactly 3 hours and 15 minutes? If only the mods on, I think it was yesterday's stream. No, it was on opening night, opening day. One prediction too early, I would have been correct. So that would be because I forgot two things. One I forgot to. In fact, let's go ahead and close the prediction. Let's get this started. I forgot to ask in the appropriate channel for a new nameplate, and then I doubly forgot. Oh wait, hang on. Is Chadwick watching? Let me look at chat list. Is Chadwick watching? Chadwick made me one, and I forgot to download it before the stream today, so I didn't have enough time to flip it. But Chadwick made me one with the sea serpent and something in addition to it, but I'll leave it as a surprise. It'll be a surprise for next Prospect League stream, which will be a Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. I think it's just me still. I'm sure I can go find me a co-host before then. Maybe. But you're stuck with me for more time. But I do want to finish one story. If you remember, I mentioned Dr. Pepper and Dr. Thunder. While I wait for more Ask the Booth questions. So when I used to work at a bank, and my manager at the time, his mother, he took care of his mother. He was her caretaker. But his mother absolutely loved Dr. Thunder more than more than Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, whatever. No, it had to be Dr. Thunder. And he would always kind of tell me these stories about how she would always throw a fit if it wasn't Dr. Thunder. And so, like last month, I was ordering groceries, and I thought about, I was like, yeah, let's, I'll go throw in some Dr. Thunder. Let's go give this a try. I have to admit, actually, I'll always love Dr. Pepper way more than any other, knockoff of Dr. Pepper. But I mean, if you gave me some Dr. Thunder, I actually wouldn't be too mad at you. Like, I actually don't mind it. Mostly because it's a little less carbonated. There's a little less bite in the Dr. Pepper from a carbonation standpoint. But you still have that like spice taste of Dr. Pepper. Like you still have the pepper. But I don't know. It was a smoother drinking experience, but nothing beats original Dr. Pepper. And now I've finished my story. Now I've finished my segue. Nobody wants to ask me any questions. Even even if it's not questions of me, if you're new and you have questions about, how do I do this, or what should I do about this? This is why we do Prospect League, actually, is giving people, especially new users to the league, opportunities to ask questions that they may not be able to ask otherwise. But we call it Ask the Booth, but we make it because we have longtime viewers also that want to throw in some more fun like questions. But also feel free to ask anything form related, player related, things like that, things that you may need help with. I'm losing hope on my exactly 3 hours and 15 minutes because the for those one, well, actually, you know what, it's blocking the overlay is blocking it a little bit, but We're already about 45 minutes into the game. Oh, nobody told me what it was. Are we talking about Tabs the game? Because somebody brought that up, and I think I asked, "What is it?" And I don't think anybody answered it. If that's what we're Tab the soda. I've never had Tab. I've never had Tab. Where do I buy it? Can I can I buy it at Walmart? What is it? Like is it cola? Is it fruity? Is it like Dr. Pepper? Now you got me looking it up. It's not something I could buy at Walmart. Ew. I could buy Mr. Pibb. Pass. Wait, do they even make it anymore? Is this like a like? Is it discontinued? Yeah, this is discontinued. Where um we have 16 rookies. Unless somebody made one at the buzzer. Oh wait, no. No, I'm sorry. 17's correct. 17 is correct. Because that's right. I was thinking of one place where I saw 16, but I was like, nope. There's one more player that needs to be added to that. So yeah, 17. Should have 17. Has anybody had? I know this is asked the booth, but I'll ask the chat. Has anybody had bacon soda? Even though I love bacon and I love soda, I don't know if I could ever do bacon soda. Same thing with Thanksgiving. I love turkey. I love stuffing. I love cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, gravy. I wouldn't want all that in a soda like Jones Soda. Even though, even though Jones Soda makes a phenomenal cream soda. So if you have a place near you that sells Jones Soda, go get yourself a cream soda. Ooh, so good. Oh yeah, we have those too. I've almost bought. I've almost bought bacon soda. For those wondering, on game time, we are in the bottom of the fifth with one out, and the game has been about we're at about an hour and a half. Baking soda. No, bacon, like the meat, bacon from a pig. I mean, you could technically, I mean, baking soda, put in some water, you got soda. Maybe not quite the soda that people had in mind, but your teeth will like you. I know somebody who puts baking soda in their toothpaste. Like they put toothpaste like on the toothbrush, and then they sprinkle baking soda on top of it, and then they brush their teeth. I might actually be, as long as no more runs get scored, I might be close. Or maybe a run here, a run there, and then I'm gonna get around the money one of these days. I'm gonna get one of these days, and then I'm gonna be in debt because then y'all gonna have to come back and gamble some more and make y'all bankrupt or make me bankrupt. What's the weirdest soda you've had, Xenos? What's the weirdest soda you've had? Considering you live near one of those shops. Try to think of any other weird sodas that were out there. The only two that I could think of was bacon soda and Thanksgiving in a bottle. We were talking about Mountain Dew flavors, or I was talking about Mountain Dew. I did. I did for science. For science, I had um, fruitcake. They had a fruitcake Mountain Dew one year. And I have to admit, it actually didn't taste gross. I finished it. If somebody gave it to me, I would drink it. But it wasn't good to the point to where I would be like, oh yeah, I want to go get that. I want that. The best way I could describe it was imagine fruit punch soda, but with a little bit of cinnamon in it. Like it had a little cinnamon hit at the end. It was the first few sips was a little wild, but once I kind of found my bearings of what it was I was drinking, I was like, okay, you know what? Okay, I get it. Oh, I've had wheatgrass before. Have you had wheatgrass before? That was gross. I had it. It was at a Costco. It was samples, free samples. And my friend and I, he's like, "Yeah, let's go try this." And I'm just like, look at him, like, you sure?" I pass. Yeah, wheatgrass was gross. Wheatgrass was gross. We may have to zone in on this. This is still a very close game. Jose with the leadoff double, but Zahn can't bring him in. Out number 2. That's going to make it 4-2. So insurance for the West. I think it's the main team. Is it the Rainbows? If it's the Rainbows, that's the main team. At least it's not. At least it didn't end up where my PAX only team ended up. I'm not looking forward to that. 5-2 West. We go to the top of the ninth. It is, by the way, the game time is around 2 hours and 40 minutes as of this moment of the game. So it looks, as long as nothing weird happens, it looks like the unders may get it. Oh, the Bulldogs. Oh yeah, that is a secondary team. I thought you meant another team. I thought I saw you on another one. And that will be the end of this one. 5-2 win for the West. Your game time, 2 hours and 52 minutes. So the unders get the win, and I declare bankruptcy. Thank you, chat. Y'all made me bankrupt. Amos Rich is your winning pitcher. Blonde 345 loss. Beware Strikes is your player of the game. I'll have to go look. Maybe I just don't know how to read. I also didn't have coffee when I was looking at it. Just you. Well, you love eggnog as much as I do. You're forgiven. East will get the win 6-2. Nick the third, 1 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. And then Munson drawing a walk as well. On the East, Quinn Jr. 1 for 3 with a run scored. Duckley Jr. 1 for 3, 2 RBIs and a run scored. And then Werewolf 3 for 3, 2 RBIs. I mean, you could use the emote. Everybody who follows my channel gets to use the emote, which, oh, I'm in a weird view. I can't use it from here. Oh well. It exists. Werewolf is your player of the game. Peregrine wing pitcher. Boykins loss. And we're here. We're at the end. We're at the end of the day. Let's go look at the standings. And yeah, oh man, South had a rough stream today. They are 6 back of the West, who now lead over the North by a game. East 3 back. Still a lot of time though. And also, we are halfway through the regular season portion of Prospect League. And I will tell, I say this every season, and it happened last season as well, in fact. If you're like, let's say you're on the South and you're like, crap, I'm 6 games back. Trust me. We've even seen like an 8-run deficit get disintegrated, and all of a sudden you're last now, but you're not last by the time we get to the Prospect League playoffs, which, by the way, in case I forgot to mention it, the regular season standings aside, the seeding for our Prospect League playoffs / our rookie showcase. So 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. First round's a best of 5, and then the championship round's a best of 7. I may or may not be up for that. I got work to do, and then I'm going right to bed. I got quick turnaround. Quick turnaround. You know what? Official is on. Let's go rate official. I mean, hang on. Actually, before I even do that, let me do that. Thank you for reminding me. So y'all can so that way I can do my portion of the upload. Stover, I'm pretty sure, has the best ERA in the entire Prospect League at this moment. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll find out here in just a moment once this upload happens. Because we'll go take a peek. Yes. And that is because, so tomorrow, first part of round 1 of the playoffs, tomorrow night with Lord Parquad and Chadwick. I had to think. I don't have the schedule in front of me, so I'm just basing this off of memory. Wednesday is part 2. Wednesday is usually when we stream Prospect League, but now that playoffs is 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, that is why we do the one Sunday stream. So our next Prospect League stream isn't until Friday night at 7 p.m. Thursday, we have the playoff semifinals. And then Saturday is World Series Saturday. So minor league in the morning, major leagues in the, minor league kind of like around lunchtime usually. Late morning around lunchtime Eastern time. And then the nightcap is the Major League World Series. And then we have Prospect League that Monday. Next week, Thursday would be next week would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Prospect League. Next week would also be Thursday would be the Major League Draft. And not this Saturday, but the following Saturday would be the minor league draft. So all of our lovely prospects will know where they will be, what teams they'll be on. In fact, for those, it's the day after the Prospect League playoffs, actually, is when the minor league draft is. Just because I'm curious. I would imagine. Yep. Stover is the only one with a sub-2 ERA at the moment, 1.97. In fact, do you lead in strikeouts? No, not quite. You're far behind of Stuart Hooker. Have we ever had a pitching triple crown? We've had a hitting triple crown. We've had a hitting triple crown. I don't know if we've had a pitching triple crown. Oh, no, we did have a pitching triple crown. Jerry Riggs, who is retired. I don't remember that one. Was I there for that one? Was I around? It was fun. We're watching you. Yeah, you're correct. Just don't tell Werewolf that. Let's go rate our lovely friends at OTP Developments doing some Monday Night Baseball. Don't forget, check out the playoffs tomorrow. More Prospect League Friday night. We will see y'all later. Have a great night, evening, or even day wherever you are in PBE land, and we will see you at the next stream.